So this is my face at the moment. It is good enough to scare all the children away. How do you get a sunburn in December, you may ask? Well, I went hiking into the mountains, and the thing is that I'm a 100% mountain sports person, and I've basically grown up in the mountains. I'm somebody who's experienced, but still, I came home with an awful sunburn because, and here comes the thing, I forgot to apply my sunscreen. And I don't know how the hell this happened. I usually apply my sunscreen so religiously, especially when I'm faced with extreme situations, and I just don't know why the hell I didn't do it that time. I think it was probably because I was really excited, because it's been a while since I went into the mountains in winter, and I actually love the mountains in winter. I love the rough temperatures and the rough climate. I love all of that. And this has never happened to me because normally I have sunblock. You know, the nasty white stuff that stains your clothes and everything. So yeah, it's horrible. I knew that the mountain sun is incredible, and I knew that even if there's clouds and you can't even see the sun, there is still like 80% of radiation coming through. I knew all of that, and still we're here with this extremely painful and horrible looking sunburn. And trust me, this is a lot more painful than it looks. The camera's doing me, I think, a bit of a favor, but this looks a lot worse in real life. Because all my skin, oh, now you can see a bit more, like all of my skin is red. It's not just this area, like I have a sunburn everywhere, but the exposed area where I had no like cloth protecting my look at this, oh my gosh. And the reason why I'm filming this, because in a way I don't really feel comfortable with showing my face like that, especially because, I mean, it's my face and this is not a good look. Nobody wants to look like this. But first of all, this is one of the sides where I think is important to show, because first of all, mistakes are a part of life, and also these kinds of things are a part of life. Life is not always flawless and perfect, and afterwards one is always smarter. But the main reason is that I really want to tell you guys, or show you guys, how important it is to put on sunscreen, no matter how unsensitive you think your skin is. I mean, I know that mine is extremely sensitive, so cheers to me for winning the award of the most stupid person of 2018 just in time. I mean, the year's almost over, but I guess I deserve that award. I still don't know how that happened. I just don't understand what was wrong with me that day. I genuinely don't. I had everything on me. Everything. And the one thing that was most important, I didn't think of. I think I would feel a lot less terrible if I would be someone who only sporadically goes into the mountains and has no idea about how rough the climate is up there, but thank you. That is not what I needed right now. But it's really important, you guys, to use sunscreen all the time, especially in winter and or even on days where it's cloudy, because the sun is still there and the radiation is still there. The clouds may shield off the light, but they don't shield off radiation, at least not the majority of it. So yeah, let my face be a warning for you to not do the same mistake. If you go outside in winter, and especially if you go up high, use sunscreen. Because that's the damage that I will have to live with for a while now. It's gonna give a beautiful complexion, and yeah, beautiful, especially this part is my favorite, this weird ass shape from the mask. I mean, I love having some rectangular shapes in my face. Everybody loves that. Don't know why I would want it any other way. You can see, like, I've never had that many freckles in my life in my face. So yeah, it is really important to protect your skin. And also, if it's really cold, if it's below 0°C, use cold protection. The colder it is, the more important it gets. Can't say it often enough. And yesterday I went to the doctor because of the sunburn, because it was really horrible, and I was also really scared because this is not just a light sunburn. They were really kind to schedule me in because I was not one of their patients, and I called them and I explained the situation. I told them, look, it's so painful, can you please allow me to come in, even if I'm not registered on your patients lists, but yeah, this is awful and I really need help because, yeah, my eyes, I have a sunburn below my eyes, all the way around my eyes, on my eyes, in the corner of my eyes. It's just terrible. And I have to say, though, the cream is helping. I'm just really waiting for the pain to go away, and then we'll see how bad my skin is gonna peel. I was very grateful for both my father and my boyfriend who were just really loving and kind, because I was completely and utterly destroyed. Like, my mind, I was not in a good place mentally that day, because I was so shocked about what I looked like and the possibility of looking like this and, you know, bearing marks of this for a long time, which is something that I'm still a little anxious about. But right now my main concern is that I want this pain to go away, especially around my eyes. This is the worst part of that. But yeah, I was very grateful for my father and my boyfriend to really really lift my moods again, and also give me some positive pep talk about how things are gonna be okay, and it's gonna be okay. I feel I'm fine now. I'm at a point where I can almost laugh about it. Not quite there yet, but I think in a couple of days I'll be at the point where I can laugh about it, and yeah. But just so you know, this is my face at the moment, and it's probably gonna be my face for a while. This is definitely a good life lesson learned, because this is the first time that I forgot about a very important safety measure that I thought I could never forget about. And it's a good reminder that one can always forget about stuff and not think about stuff and make mistakes and overlook safety measurements. And my father also told me to not be angry with myself. I mean, I still am a little bit angry with myself, gotta be honest here. But he told me to be grateful that nothing worse happened, and I am very grateful. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Stuff like this happens, even though it shouldn't happen. But yeah, just a gentle reminder to double check sometimes, especially when you think you already know stuff, and when you think something is so in your system and you can't forget about it. You can, and I'm the living example. And it's not because I'm a stupid idiot. I mean, I kind of am, but that's not the reason why I forgot. I don't really know what I'm gonna do for next week. I wanted to film the room tour for you guys, but I'll probably push that into the last December week, the actual week of Yule and the solstice, because I just don't really feel very creative at the moment. I hope you forgive me that next week I'm already gonna do a little decoration video, because I've already filmed something for you, but this weekend I'm not gonna create more content, and that's also why I don't really have a vlog of this week, because this happened and it took a lot of my focus and energy and time. But on another note, I finished both of my papers, both the group work and the solo work, and it's done now, so that's good. And yeah, failure is a part of life, and mistakes are a part of life, but we have to learn from them. So please learn from mine. Don't do the same mistake. Use sunscreen, people. I'll see you guys next week. Have a magical evening, and I'll see you guys next week.